Before I say anything else, I need you to take a breath with me. Because what I'm about to say, somebody needed to hear this a long time ago. And honestly, so did I. Welcome back to Fix Her Crown. I'm your host, business startup strategist, resilience coach, and certified coach of life success, Coach Janae.
Yeah. Pressure made a diamond. Now she glowing in her purpose. This one's for Coach Janae. God's gift. For real. She came from pain, came from nights left alone. Taught to survive in a world turned to stone. Abandoned, abused.
Coach Janae. And today we are talking about something that has the power to either liberate you or leave you locked in a prison you didn't even build yourself. We're talking about the measuring stick of success. And I need you to stay with me on this one because we're going to dismantle a lot of myths today, a lot of falsehoods. Now, let me be very clear from the top, from the gate. I'm not here to tell you what success should mean to you. That's not my job. And that's not the purpose of this episode. If success to you looks like a closet full of designer pieces, the Chanel, the Louboutins, the Louis, that's valid. If it's a 6 or 7 figure bank account, a boat docked somewhere in the marina, world travel, foreign cars, and fine jewelry, sis, go get every single bit of it. Unapologetically. Go get it. I'm not here to tear that down. But here's what I am here to do. I'm here to make sure that the people who cannot check those boxes, not yet, or maybe not ever, understand that they are not walking around as failures. Because somebody has handed us one ruler, one measuring stick, and we have been holding it up to our lives, to our whole lives, and calling ourselves short. And I'm here to say, we need more than just one ruler. I'm going to get personal with you today because I didn't grow up without access to those things that the world calls success. I had a front row seat to that very version of the life and what that looks like. And I'm grateful for it. But I also know what it's like to go through things that no amount of money in any bank account could ever fix. So when I talk about success, my success, I need you to understand that I'm not speaking from theory. I'm speaking from testimony. Let me tell you what success looks like to me. Success is having a loving person available to pick up that phone when you're at your lowest and speaking life back into you when you have none left for yourself. Success is growing through a health crisis and getting a medical breakthrough, a miracle, because God wasn't done with you yet. That's success. Success is also stepping into spaces and rooms that were not traditionally designed for someone who looks like you, and gaining acceptance anyway. belonging anyway, thriving anyway. See, success is making it to the other side of severe depression. The kind that doesn't just whisper dark thoughts, the kind that gets loud, real loud, and surviving it, coming out on the other side and still being here to talk about it and tell it. Success is raising 3 children alone without a co-pilot and watching every single one of them thrive in their own environment. No gangs, no boundaries, no cages, just growth. Success is surviving cardiac arrest twice, standing here, breathing, still called. Oh yeah, success is losing 200 plus pounds after a lifetime of battling obesity. That's not just physical transformation, that is a resurrection. Success is also going from public assistance, from needing a system just to survive, to stepping up into upper management roles in human resources in a corporate setting, building a lead generation department from scratch inside a home loan mortgage corporation, creating structure where there was none. And success? Success is loving again. After you buried someone you built your world around. After 40 days of hospitalization, holding on, and then having to let go. Falling in love again, getting married, choosing life again. That is success. And not one of those things required a luxury car or a designer bag to validate it. Here's what I've learned in my work as a business startup strategist and certified coach of life success. The people who struggle the most with moving forward in business, in life, in their next chapter, are not struggling because of lack of talent. They're not struggling because they lack ideas. They're struggling because they've accepted somebody else's definition of success as the standard for their life. And when you spend your days chasing a measuring stick that was never designed for your story, you'll always feel that you're behind. You will always feel like you're falling short. You will always feel like what you've done doesn't matter or doesn't count. But here's the truth. Your comeback is your credential. Your resilience is your resume. What you've survived, what you've pushed through, built through, cried through, prayed through. That's not background noise. That's the whole story. So I want to ask you something, and I need you to actually sit with this. What have you overcome that you've never given yourself credit for? What chapter of your life that you survived have you minimized because it didn't look like somebody else's highlight reel? Because I promise you, somebody is waiting for your story. Somebody is in the middle of the very thing you already made it through. And your testimony, not your title, not your tax bracket, your testimony is what is going to set them free. Success is not a one-size-fits-all garment. It was never meant to be. Success is personal, very personal. It's layered, multi-layered, and it's yours. And if you've been walking around feeling like you haven't arrived yet, I need you to look back at the road you've already walked. Look at what you carried. Look at what you survived. Look at what you built with the little you already had. That is a success story. Full stop. Now, if you're in a season where you're ready to define what your next chapter of success looks like in business, in your purpose, in your next pivot, I want to help you get there. DM me the word pivot. Let's have a conversation because your next level is real and it has your name on it. Now, if this episode spoke to something in you, please do me a favor. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. Drop a comment below and tell me, what is the one success in your life that you've never given yourself credit for? I want to celebrate you in this community. This is your safe space. I'm Coach Janae, and this is Fix Her Crown. And until next time, remember, you were built for this. And success can be yours as well. God bless you. See you soon. Bye for now.
Yeah. Pressure made a diamond. Now she glowing in her purpose. This one's for Coach Janae. God's gift. For real. She came from pain, came from nights left alone, taught to survive in a